What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make $300 to $500 per day in take-home income profit selling life insurance from home. So, if we haven't met yet, my name is Tim Shooker. I run the life insurance sales channel where we teach licensed agents and people that are new to the business of how they can make money selling insurance from home, and more specifically, how you can make six figures and beyond working from anywhere in the world selling life insurance over the phone. Now, if you've never heard of selling life insurance and this is like your first video or first intro into the opportunity, don't worry, I'm going to break down how all of that works. And if you already are an agent and you're wondering how you can actually profit $300 to $500 a day, if you're not doing that currently, this video is going to show you what you need to know in order to do that. So for my newbies out there that are more so in like the work from home, remote work market, let me kind of like break this down of how this opportunity works so you can see if it's something that you would want to do. So first of all, what is selling life insurance? Obviously, most of you probably know what life insurance is, but what does selling it actually look like, and how do you get paid, and how does that all work? So essentially what this opportunity is, what the work from home job is you're basically calling people that have requested information on life insurance. And essentially you're just helping them get approved for a policy. This is basically it's a sales job, right? It's not going to be something where you're like doing freelancing or just going on and clicking random buttons and filling out surveys. Like, this is very much so a sales job. There is some there is definitely some persuasion that comes into this, and it's not a job for somebody that isn't open to sales or isn't comfortable on the phone. You're on the phone all day long. But basically, the way it works is the particular market that my business targets, and that most of the people that I talk to and help go after, is actually a very weird market, and it's actually the burial insurance market. So it's people that are buying insurance to cover and pay for a funeral or any of the like end of life expenses that come up, like medical bills, or unpaid debts like credit cards or anything like that. And most often it's like a funeral, casket, cremation, that kind of stuff. Because you don't realize this when you're not in the business, or if you don't know anyone that's passed away in your family, but those things are extremely expensive, and most people don't have $10,000 to $15,000 laying around to pay for that, which is why they go out and buy this insurance, right? So that's what the market, that's what we're actually doing, is we're calling these people and we're helping to get them approved for an insurance policy that's going to pay their family when something happens to them. That's essentially what selling life insurance is. So how do you actually get paid? The most similar thing that I would describe this industry to is affiliate marketing, right? So essentially what it is you're representing all of these different insurance companies, right? Like Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, which if you've ever seen like the San Francisco skyline, Transamerica is like this massive pyramid shaped building in San Francisco. So what you realize, and what you start to realize as you get into this industry, is like all of these big companies, like if you go to a big city or sports stadiums, a lot of them are owned and named after insurance companies because there's just so much money in this industry. So basically the way you get paid is you represent these different insurance companies. So let's say I'm an agent. I'll represent Transamerica, Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, and then like American General, and there's tons of other ones out there, right? So basically whenever I sell somebody a policy or sign somebody up, the insurance company is going to then pay me a commission for bringing them a customer, right? So basically I go out, get somebody signed up for a policy, and then the insurance company is going to pay me a commission for signing somebody up. That's essentially how you get paid. Now, the commission rates differ from which agency you go to. Some of them will pay you, 100% plus commission, and you'll be all on your own. Others will pay you less, but they'll give you more support. So there's all kinds of, we can get crazy in the weeds on that, but that's for a different video for a different time. If you guys want a full breakdown of like how to actually get started in this, I'm going to include a link down below in the description, and then also at the end of the video, it'll be linked. But basically, you get paid directly from the insurance company, and they usually would just direct deposit a check into your bank account. Now, the cool thing about this particular opportunity is it allows you to work from anywhere on your own schedule, right? So basically, you can get licensed in states all across the country. So let's say I live in, North Carolina, which is actually where I'm at right now. If I'm in North Carolina, I can sell to people in North Carolina, Texas, California. I can have states all across the country, so I can work at any time and call throughout these different time zones. So it's very flexible hours. And I can also work from anywhere in the world. So, for example, earlier this year, I was in Colombia, I was in Thailand, I was in Costa Rica, I was traveling all over these different places. And because all you need is an internet connection and a headset or a microphone and headphones, you can work from anywhere in the world. So you don't have to drive and sit in traffic and do all this other stuff. Like, it's not only work from home, but it's work from anywhere. You can do it from literally anywhere in the world, which is really, really cool. Now, again, I do want to stress this is a sales job. So if you're the type of person that gets nervous talking to people or aren't going to be able to do that, then this is probably not going to be the opportunity for you. Now, at the end, I'll tell you guys, some different things about the best companies to go work for, and obviously do your own research. I'll tell you about our company, and if it's a good fit, then it's a good fit. If not, if not. But I want to tell you guys like how to actually get started into this, like how you would become an agent. So I put together a little guide here for you guys. I'm going to pull this up. And I promise you guys at the end, I'm going to talk about the actual numbers where it comes down to making 300 to 500 a day. So basically, I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm going to link this below in the description so that you guys can check it out. But basically, the first thing you have to do when you're getting into this is, first of all, you have to become an agent. So you have to do pre-licensing, go through, do these classes, and get an insurance license. I've outlined all of the steps here. I won't go over these. That's for another video, but go through and click through this and kind of like read through this guide. And then also I'll link a video that will show you how to get licensed. But basically, once you get your license, you're then going to have to pick a product to sell, right? So there's all kinds of different types of insurance out there. There's term insurance, there's IULs, which you've probably seen advertised on like TikTok and all these different places. And then final expense, whole life, which is what I personally sell in my company. And the reason that I do is just because typically your older market is going to be more serious about life insurance, just because, fact of the matter is they're closer to death. And so these people usually see it as more of a priority. So I personally sell final expense just because it's very easy to get into for beginner agents. Most of your income, most of your clients are going to be on Social Security, so their income isn't going to be affected by the economy, which is really, really nice. So this is a recession-proof business as well, which is a big pro. So pick your product. If you lean more towards term, kind of do your research and find out like, hey, would I rather sell term or final expense? I personally prefer final expense. Then you're going to need to pick an agency. Now, again, I'll link another video that talks about like how to pick an agency and what you need to look for. But basically, the way the insurance industry works is you have to be under an agency in order to sell. So you have to find the right IMO or agency that's going to be the best fit for you, and then basically put your contracts there, which are the different companies that you represent, and you'll just put those under one of the agencies, and then that will allow you to sell. So you're basically picking a business partner whenever you pick an agency, and it's important that like whoever you pick is actually going to be solid. So again, I have like an hour-long video that goes a little bit deeper into this. So if you guys are interested in that, link below in the description. Once you get your contracts, you're going to basically sign up with a few of these different companies so that you can insure different health conditions, because a big portion of the market that you'll be talking to are people that have health issues like diabetes, or they smoke cigarettes, or they've had heart attacks, and you basically need to be able to match them with the company that's going to help them get accepted for coverage. So again, not to get too into the weeds on like what it actually looks like to become an agent, different video, different thing to watch, which will be linked in the description. But let's talk about what your day-to-day actually looks like as an agent. So obviously in any sales position, you're going to need leads or people to talk to. Now, there's basically three main ways to go about getting leads as an insurance agent. So the first way is you can buy leads, which is basically where you pick a lead vendor and then you pay them for people to talk to. You just buy leads, right? A lot of people get into this. It's really tough to make it when you're buying leads as an agent. Just from my experience, I've helped and coached thousands of agents. We have a Facebook group with almost 4,500 people in it. All of them are insurance agents, and I've seen the same patterns over and over. People tend to struggle when they buy leads just because it's a lot of pressure on them as an agent to make it work. The second option, which is also a viable option, is generating leads. This is basically where you run your own Facebook ads. I used to teach people how to do this. There's tons of videos on my channel that show people how to do this. So if that's something you have an interest in, you can always look at it. But the only downside to this is it is a skill that you have to learn on top of learning how to sell and, write insurance policies. So the last model is also a free lead model. So this is like these first two, to be honest with you guys, this is more so like if you're trying to like run a business or like be your own business owner, which is great for some people not so much. Is the buy leads and generate leads, and there's a lot more risk involved because you can lose money. Whereas the free lead model, this is closer to like a work from home job. So there's different like ways that you can approach the industry, but the free lead model is more so like a work from home job, right? So if you would rather show up, have leads that are given to you, and then just take less commission, but have no chance of losing money, then you probably want to look at a free lead model. And again, at the end, I'll tell you guys a little bit about ours if that's something that you guys are interested in. Now, the next thing, you basically need to learn and study a script. So let me see if I can pull up the script that we use. Actually, I'll just find the video for you guys on YouTube. I'll also link our script. We have a script that we have on YouTube. This is, here we go. Let me show this screen. So I'll link this video below. And this is like a live we did where we broke down our script.
Is not just going to happen.
Not this GoDaddy.
You have to make it.
Let's see.
And if you want
so we're going to be breaking. Yeah. So watch this video if you want a good script. We basically break down our entire script, show you guys how to use it and everything like that. So highly, 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 highly recommend checking that video out. And then we'll also show you guys how to like overcome some objections. And then I think we show like a live call so you can kind of see it in action. So find the script. Again, I'll link that video below in the description. And then also learning to overcome objections, right? When it comes to sales, you're going to get people that object. You're going to get objections, different things like that. So you want to make sure that you study and learn and train to overcome different objections. I will link a video for you guys that shows you how to overcome different objections as well when it comes to life insurance. And then the last thing, basically what your day-to-day is you're going to be calling up people and you're going to be trying to place them with the right company based off of their health. And so the way that insurance works is there's something called underwriting. And so what this means is that different insurance companies will accept different people based off of different health conditions. So I might have diabetes and, Jimmy might have a heart attack. One company is going to accept me, but that same company might not accept him and vice versa. So I need to learn how to place people in the right company based off of their health conditions, right? And so that's another skill that you'll want to learn. Video that I'll link will go over all of that. It's like an hour long, full on free course masterclass on that. So let's talk about how do you actually make $300 to $500 a day. So I broke the numbers down. And in our particular model, the one that my company has, you could make $300 to $500 per day if you're selling 1 to 2 policies a day. Your average policy size is going to be about $1,000. That's what we see, tend to see for the average agent. And if you make about 250 phone calls and have like learned these sales skills and the script and the objections and also underwriting, then you'll be on pace to make about $300 to $500 a day. And that's in take home profit, right? And the cool thing about this is if you do a free lead model, which is what I recommend most people jump into when they're first getting started, you have no risks. You can't really lose money when you're doing this. So the cool thing too is $300 to $500 a day is not really the cap for this industry. There's people that make multi-6, even 7 figures as an insurance agent. So this is not one of those like work from home remote jobs where it's like you get in and your cap is $35 an hour or $60 an hour. Like you can really write your own paychecks with the insurance industry, which is personally why I got into the industry and why so many other people have as well. Without any further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. That free course will be linked right here. So be sure to check it out and hope you guys take care. See ya.